copy a text from a different website and put it on my Word. Okay, that's what you mean, yeah? I minimize my Word, and let's say I'm going to I close everything. Let's say I go to a browser, and then here I just type www.bbc.co.uk, and let's say I'm just going to go and click on the news. I think it's still loading. Let's wait. Or even the Google. Let's say let me type BBC News. Okay, so here I click on BBC News. Let's say, for example, I'm just going to randomly go to one news. There are some information here. Let's say I want this paragraph is important. I select the paragraph. Okay, you can use Control C, the shortcut, or you can right click and you say copy. Once you copy it, I go back to my Word, and here on an empty space, don't just paste it, just first find an empty space. This is an empty space, this is an empty space. First click on an empty space and then you click paste. So now can you see this paragraph is not me typed it, from somewhere else I copied it. Okay,
but if you are cutting from the your main picture to paste,
I don't know this. Okay, if you want to, this is from this information here, we copied from BBC and put it here. But sometimes if you want to copy within this document, so I select, for example, these 3 lines. I want to not move it. Move it means cut it. So I'm going to copy it because I want to duplicate it and put it somewhere here. So which means I select these 3 lines, whatever line I need it.
No, if you want to cut it totally and move, you don't want.
It's the same thing. Copy paste means it will duplicate. I copy it, and when I click here, and when I paste it, the information is here on the top and also at the bottom. These 3 lines is also there and on the top. Otherwise, listen. Before asking question, just listen. You're not listening. Now the next thing is, when you want to move it, you do the same thing. You're selecting it and you're cutting it. When I cut, it is moved from this place. Now if I go there to some other location, and if I placed it on the original location, it's missing now because you moved it. Okay, is it clear? Okay, now we're going to talk about line spacing. When it comes to line spacing, imagine from one line to another line there is a space, but sometimes I feel like I need more space because it's too crowded. So what I can do is I can select, like wherever I need a space, I select the whole line or a paragraph, whatever you want to select it. You go to same from a home option under paragraph feature. Can you see there's a double-sided arrow here, up and down? Click on it. When I move the mouse here, what does it say here? Line and paragraph spacing. So I click on the arrow. Can you see at the moment is 1.0. I can make it 1.15, 1.5, 2. Can you see it gives more gap? For me, I think 1.5 looks better. So I'll stick to 1.5. Let's do here. Again, for this paragraph, I highlight the paragraph. I go to paragraph. I go to line spacing. I want, let's say, 2.0. So you can see there is a more spacing, or it looks odd. Let me change it to maybe 1.15. Okay, and there is another option called justification. So we know this is left align, this is center, and this is right align. So what is justification means? Can you see this paragraph is up, the word wind is there, then it went to the second line, and then after the word maximum there is a gap. But because the word capacity is bigger than that space, so that's why it went to the next line. Okay, what you can do is, if you go to the same paragraph, the 4th option here is called justify. So when I click justify, what happened now? It automatically tried to adjust the space so that the whole paragraph looks like a rectangle. Can you see? Before it was like this. Does it look proper? No. When I justify it, what happened now? The paragraph look neat. Okay, that is something I just want to explain. And the next thing is, if I want to change this paper at the moment, what orientation does it have? No, orientation. Is it portrait or landscape?
It's landscape.
No, portrait. So for example, when you hold the paper, an A4 sheet, if it looks straight like this, the shorter side on the top and then longer side on the side like this, shorter and longer means that is the portrait. But if I change the paper from here to this way means it is the landscape. This is portrait and this is landscape. Sometimes, oh, I want to do my recipe in not portrait, I want to do in landscape. So how do I change it? You go to layout. Can you see layout option here? And then you go to orientation and change it to landscape. Now what happened? The whole paper turned the other way. Now you can adjust anything you want to adjust. Maybe we can even move the picture a little bit here, so we have more space now. Okay, maybe here, yeah, I think maybe we can just remove the space. How do I remove this empty space? I click on this empty space and press the delete button. Yeah, and then let's say we don't need these two also. Let's assume we're removing that also. So now let's make everything in the okay. Okay, I clicked. See, I clicked on the plus sign here from the table, and clicked and dragged here. So what am I trying to do? I'm moving everything to one page. So I clicked on the last line here, and press delete. Okay, let me delete everything. It's not needed. Okay, for example, I'm removing my name also. Now, do you see all the document what we typed is in one page? It's not in two pages. Okay, so we done something like that. And then your table, in terms of table, I think someone was asking me how to create header. Okay, for example, let me zoom it so probably you can see it better. Or maybe I'll just move it to the next page itself. Okay, maybe we'll move on to the next page. So here, for example, we have cake size, price. Yeah. So if I want to add more, keep on adding more, means I'm just pressing the last cell, which is 42, and pressing the tab key. It goes all the way to the bottom, and now we are on the third page. We have the first page, we have the second page, we have the third page. But the third page is missing the heading. What was the heading here? Cake type, cake size, and cake price. So for example, here if I click the plus sign, okay, and right click, and if I go to table properties, yeah, when I click when I move the mouse here to the plus sign and do a right click, and I go to table properties, you go to row, and then there is an option here, repeat as header row. Header means the first row and top of the each page. So when I click that, and when I click OK, now this is, what is this? This is the heading. When I go down, it should automatically replicate. Okay, something is happening. Wait. Okay, so when I select the first row, and if I go to data, and then if I click on repeat header row, at the moment there is no header. This is on the second page, we are on the third page. If I click header, repeat header row, means what happened, whatever heading you have on the previous page, it will repeat automatically. Now if I go to the next, I'm creating more rows now. When I create more rows, can you see the third page automatically had a title now? Okay, so that is how you do a header. Normally you can do from the plus sign. It's the same thing. We are repeating the header, but try and use this option instead of going to the right click and properties. Just go to the data. First select the whichever cell you want to be a header. This is the title. I select it by moving the mouse and just highlighting the whole thing. Yeah. And then you go to the data, and then you just click on repeat header rows, which means it doesn't matter how many pages you go, it automatically, it will create table plus every page will have the header. So that what is the use of header? What is the use of header? For example, imagine there is no header. What should I type here? Cake size or cake type? I don't know. I get confused. So that is why when I have the repeat header, I know I should type a cake type here, and then I do the cake size. Do you understand? That is the point of header. You know, when you do a spreadsheet also it's the same thing. Sometimes spreadsheet have a title on the top. When you keep typing, let's say if it's 50 customer is okay. 50 customer become 5,000 customer. So when you go down, imagine your title is gone. Whether we have, I don't know whether I have to type my first name or surname of the learner, or I have to type the mobile number here or there. I don't know, because I don't see the header. So repeating header is very, very important. Yeah, is it clear, all of you? Okay.
So sorry, that header, that data,
Yes.
we
yeah, no, when you click on the, when imagine this is the table, yeah. When you select the data, or when you click on the plus sign of the table, from table layout,
Okay.
it won't be there. You see, now it's not there. When I move away from it, sometimes it disappears. When I click the plus sign, the table layout option comes up on the top. Now you go to data. Actually, you won't see data on the computer. You probably see all these options under data. So you just click repeat header or click again one more time. See, and just double check. Oh, it's not there on the second page. Just click again one more time so that it should repeat properly. Or you can select the title and do the same thing. Repeat and just double check whether it's repeating. Yeah, it is repeating now. So it's fine. Now if I go to how many ever pages, it will keep repeating the title of the table. I mean, with the field, all the column heading is repeated on every page. Yeah, I think we'll stop here.
But please, that spacing